He should have just kissed his sister.
That's the cold open right there.
We're all recording, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mari Krambu Weebs. My name is Cole. His name is Mike. His name is Jay. We like anime, and this is episode 26 of the Anime Protagonist Podcast. And this week we will be reviewing the I don't want to say good anime. The anime Day Live, the first season of it anyway.
The popular anime.
The popular anime. Yeah, it's popular.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But before we get into any of that, Michael, Jay, I'm about to ask you what's on your minds. Are you guys ready?
No.
Okay. Jay, what's on your mind?
Yeah, hi. What's on my mind? Aside from Day Live, because I was just finishing that up today before hopping on to record, I have been reading a manga that might sound familiar to you after I tell you the plot. It's called The World God Only Knows.
Doesn't sound familiar to me at all, but maybe the plot does. Go ahead.
Okay, so essentially the plot is about a guy who plays a lot of dating sim games about and like conquering girls. And one day
don't conquering girls?
Conquer?
You can't say that.
That's how they describe it in both the show and the manga, but regardless.
They shouldn't.
Basically, it means like like getting girls to fall in love with you and
confess. I'm aware.
Yeah.
No, we got that. Yeah.
So essentially, this demon girl approaches him and says, "Okay, there are these spirits that have possessed multiple girls around the world, and by around the world, she means Japan. And he has to get them to fall in love with him to save or to capture the spirits. So in kind of like a dating sim-esque style, he goes on multiple conquests to win multiple girls' hearts.
Okay.
Sound familiar?
Sounds very familiar. Can you stop saying conquest though? That's gross.
It always reminds me of Pokemon Conquest, which is like a super obscure game.
It's such an obscure Pokemon game. I'm surprised you brought that up.
It just, I don't know why the word just always makes me think of it. I've never played it or anything. I just know it exists and it's super obscure.
You guys are two birds of a feather. Conquesting Pokemon and girls.
Have you ever heard of Moemon, the ROM hack Pokemon game where all the Pokemon are replaced with cute anime girls?
So you can conquer them?
Sign me up.
No, it's just a ROM hack of Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think it's Pokemon Fire Red or something like that.
I'm not surprised.
Cute anime girls.
Sign me up. I am ready.
But let's get away from the conquest and well, I guess before that, quick score. So far, it's about like a 7.58 out of 10. It's pretty good. But aside from that, Mike, what's on your mind?
Did you say 7.58? Or did you say 7.58? Like
7.5/8 out of 10.
Okay.
Very specific.
I thought it was just like an ultra specific score.
Say 7.568.
Yeah. I feel like this one's a 6.93 out of 10. What's on my mind? I just got a copy of MLB The Show 22 from the library for my PlayStation 5. Insert PlayStation 5 drop that never came.
Baby.
No, that's Cole's thing.
So I was trying to learn how to. First of all, I don't know anything about baseball, but I was kind of like, I joined a fantasy league for baseball at work, so I've been kind of trying to understand it a little bit. So I thought, oh, you know what? This game, I can get it from the library for free. Let's give her a shot. Let's see what it's all about. I am so bad at it. I don't know how anything works. I basically just strike out, and then when I'm a pitcher, I just let up straight up home runs. So Cole, help me as the baseball guy. I'm going to have to message you after this. Other than that, I've been... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, mix your pitches up, bro. What are you throwing? Nothing but fastballs right down the middle?
I try to mix the pitches up, but there's that weird thing where you have to like control it with the right stick, and I'm really bad at it. I don't really understand how it works.
Oh, you're playing hard mode. No, I just play button mode, man.
I just did default everything. I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's forgivable then that you're not doing well.
Okay.
It's okay, though. You'll get it.
I'll live with it. The other thing is I finally was able to restart watching One Piece with my wife, so that has been exciting. I'm continuing along the Dressrosa arc.
Nice.
Here's ladies and gentlemen, here's your weekly Mike's wife drop.
Yes.
Mike, why are you dropping your wife?
Yeah, stop it.
Probably really hurts.
It probably does. You know what else really hurts?
What?
Hearing the painful thoughts that are on Cole's mind.
Get ready. What's on my mind? Well, other than Day Live and absolutely binging it, but we'll talk about that later. Today, this being Friday, the day that we're recording, I began the new Disney Plus show Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it is pretty good. Pretty good. I've heard a lot of people like complaining about like, oh, it breaks the canon, and I'm just like, man, shut up, you nerds.
Yeah, shut up, nerds.
Who cares? Can't we just enjoy something? We got Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's a good Obi-Wan, guys.
And Hayden Christensen is Darth Vader.
Right. Yeah, and Hayden Christensen. You know what? This is it's time for Hayden Christensen to redeem himself. I rewatched the original Star Wars, and they're not as bad as you remember.
Hayden Christensen did nothing wrong. Change my mind.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
No. He was really good in episode 3.
Yeah, exactly. A couple things with Obi-Wan Kenobi. My boy, Forlom, is in it. Come on.
This is Cole's weekly Forlom reference.
Yeah, and huge cameo that I was not expecting. The bass player from the band Red Hot Chili Peppers,
what?
Whose name is Flea, is in the first 2 episodes of Kenobi.
What? Flea's in it?
Yeah, Flea's in it.
Why?
Oh, you gotta watch it.
I will watch it. I was gonna watch it, but now I'm definitely watching it.
It's you gotta watch it.
Only on Disney Plus.
I was watching it and I'm like, is that Flea? And it was. It was Flea.
That's funny.
Did you like Google it and be like, okay, let's go to his filmography? Okay.
Flea's one of those guys, like, you know he's got a very distinctive look and voice. Yeah,
he kind of looks like a goblin.
It kind of sounds like one too.
Yeah.
Plays the bass like a goblin as well.
Yep.
But that's pretty much all that's on my mind. What do you guys say we get to the news? What's in the news?
What's up, guys? I got a few anime movie news bites to go over here. Do you guys know an anime called Quintessential Quintuplets?
Never
I'm
heard
aware of it.
Oh, okay. It's this really popular anime. It's like one of the only good harem anime. Wait, I'm looking at Jay. He didn't throw any fists at me, so I feel okay. No, it's a good anime. It's a good anime. You should watch it.
Yeah.
There is a movie that just came out in Japan for it, and the movie wraps up the anime. It's like the final bit to it. And over its opening weekend, it earned 390 million yen, also known as about 3 million United States dollars, which accounts for about 290,000 people in the theaters during the opening weekend. It premiered on May 20th, so that's presumably May 20th through 23rd, I would assume. Mm-hmm. It doesn't say on our thing here, but that worked out to being the second biggest movie of that weekend in Japan.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. Quick, just confirmation, Yotsuba Best Girl, and then we can move on to the next piece of news.
Miku Best Girl, you're wrong.
Sorry, Jay. We're already moving on.
You guys are crazy. Nino Best Girl.
Sorry.
Second Best Girl.
Yeah, Nino's second best girl. Anyway, moving on.
Nino's like legitimately just always the second best girl. Anyway, moving on.
What do we always say? Best. She's the best, like...
She's the net best girl.
Yeah.
She's the next best girl. Yeah. Net best girl.
Yeah.
The next thing, did you guys know this thing called Dragon Ball?
Never heard of it.
I've heard of it.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
Well, Dragon Ball Superhero.
Did we just do the same bit in 2 stories?
Can we just keep this going through the entire episode?
Don't worry. We're going to do it again. Anyway, Dragon Ball Superhero, which the name I'm not a huge fan of, has been announced that it will stream in IMAX, 4DX, MX4D, and Dolby Cinemas in Japan alongside normal screenings.
What is MX4D?
I anticipated that question, Cole, and I looked it up. And it is basically you have a seat. I'm really jealous that they have this. And the seat will rumble.
Oh.
Or it will like spray things at you. It's almost like a roller coaster ride mixed with the movie.
We have those here.
We do have
they
that
don't
here.
spray at you though.
Supposedly, this MX4D is the only one that's actually like good.
Yeah, it's like a Star Tours ride at Disney World or something.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to go watch, if you live in Japan, you'll be able to go watch Dragon Ball Super Superhero, and you'll be able to get drenched with Goku's sweat while you watch it. It's
Or
opening
his
in,
blood.
Or his blood. Yep. It's
Or
opening.
his other.
Oh
stuff.
God, no.
Tears is what he was talking about.
Yeah. What? His spit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or his water bottle when he sprays it at the screen.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's opening June 11th in Japan, so that's when you'll be able to watch it. Or if you want to wait till it comes out in theaters, they haven't announced a date, but they have announced that Crunchyroll and Sony Pictures are going to stream it this summer in both sub and dub. So
It's just a Crunchyroll representative coming up on stage in a theater and screaming the entire plot.
yeah,
Hear ye, hear ye.
Goku strong.
Strong.
Yeah, but they also in their little press announcement, they basically said we're planning on basically making it so that anyone who wants to watch this in the world will be able to watch it. So expect to be able to find it in a theater near you.
Good. How long is it?
120 minutes. They announced. It leaked that it's 120 minutes. They didn't announce.
Okay, about
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah,
About 2 hours.
and then credits are probably 10 minutes of that. Who knows?
Yeah.
Will there be a post-credit scene?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Goku-
Let me look into the future.
Yep.
I don't know. I couldn't see it actually.
No. Okay.
I left the theater in disgust before I had a chance to see it.
That sounds about
I'm
right.
not going to the movie, so I can't report on it from the future.
I'll go see
I'm
this
not going
movie.
to this one. I'm not going to this movie. No, I'll probably go see it. The last one's fun. They're always an event movie for sure. They're
Yeah.
fun.
Everybody, Dragon Ball's like kind of one of those things where it's just like everyone knows it's not good anymore, but they just go watch it because it's
Yeah.
Was
fun.
it
It's an
ever
event.
good?
When you're young.
when you're yeah,
It's riding nostalgia.
Yeah.
For people like me and Mike.
Yeah.
That age.
I watched
But-
Dragon Ball growing up.
Moving on.
Moving on. Have you guys ever heard of a little anime property called One Piece?
I've heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Well, guess what? They're getting a movie called Film Red. We've talked about it before on here when they announced it. But on Wednesday, they showed a bunch of the character designs from the film. They basically showed the Marine and World Government character designs. They designed the things they wear, known as battle wear. It's going to feature kind of like a rock and roll leather and studs / middle-age armor vibe, if that makes sense a little bit.
It makes sense. One Piece is absolutely wild. How does that even fit in? You know what? I'm just going to back away slowly.
The answer to that is watch One Piece.
Yeah, you can pretty much put anything in One Piece and it fits because it's such a wacky world.
It's such a wacky and expansive world that basically everything works.
Like I'm watching
so wacky.
I'm watching Dressrosa right now, and it's an island full of basically toys. And they're having
Yeah,
like
and
a
then-
gladiator style tournament, and there's an island with a bunch of like spirits and elves on it. So it's like, yeah, they could pretty much do anything.
One
then-
Piece is wild.
Yeah.
And then Wano's a samurai island from 20 years in the past.
Yep. There's a lot going on.
Like, what?
Oda God, just the obligatory thing to throw that in there. The film is opening in Japan on August 6th, so that's when it'll be out. And it's going to center around a character named Uta, who is reportedly Shanks' daughter. But if you
I
scroll
thought I read that as Shrek's daughter for a second. I was like, what?
that would
One Piece just got good, guys.
oh, that would be
That's
like
what it
the
was
wildest
missing.
takeover.
Shrek.
It was missing Mike Myers.
Yeah. If you scroll up in our doc, there's a picture of Uta up there. If you're listening to this, you can quickly Google it. She's
Oh, is that what that is?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting. I'd love to know who Shanks' baby mama is, because that's interesting on its own. But that's really all there is to say about the anime movie news world. And I think it's time that we discuss probably the biggest news this week.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest thing this week. Sicking in Shonen Jump. You guys ever heard of a little property known as Hunter x Hunter?
Never heard of
I've
it.
heard of it.
Ah, dang. Well, it's a very popular shonen manga that sometimes appears in Shonen Jump. And there's also a very popular anime that came out in 2011 that I think most people should watch if you haven't already. But if you didn't know, it has been on hiatus for 4 years, and the mangaka, or the artist and author behind it, Yoshihiro Togashi,
Jay, that's called a mangaka.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
what a
I know.
mangaka is.
I
Yeah.
know that I was defining it for the people who don't know what that means. Yoshihiro Togashi made a Twitter account and basically started updating his progress on the most recent One Piece chapters. Basically, with the most recent tweet saying that 4 more episodes for the time being. What that means, we're not too sure, whether it means 4 more until the next batch comes out, or if we're going to be getting 4 more episodes really soon. We don't know, but he posted it with a picture of what looks like the manuscript of his most recent chapter that he did. If you don't know what a manuscript, it's basically the rough outline of what the chapter is going to look like before he actually draws it and inks it.
Thank you, Sensei.
Am I the only one who thought when he said 4 more episodes, that was just like Google Translate doing a bad job and it means 4 more chapters? Or am I crazy? It's probably what it means, right?
That is what it means, yes.
Because I've seen a lot of people on Twitter thinking it means 4 more episodes of the anime, and that's almost guaranteed not what it means.
No, that absolutely not. He would have nothing to do with the anime.
Right. I just wanted to put that out there.
That's a lot of investment into 4 episodes of it.
Yeah.
It's Hunter x Hunter though. It's beloved.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure, but then do a movie. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't know. We're arguing about something that is absolutely not the case. It's chapters.
I'm just gonna addend the podcast doc here. By the way, the link I had was that Togashi was the second most followed manga artist. As of today, he is now the most followed manga artist. He went from 0, like not even being on Twitter, to the most followed mangaka on Twitter.
Wow.
So, I'm
coming for the throne, though.
Why are you announcing a new manga?
Yeah.
Oh,
what's it called?
I'm not ready to announce it though.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Tune back in next week for Cole's manga announcement.
Yep.
But to corroborate the story of Togashi's Twitter, manga artist Yusuke Murata, who is known as the artist behind both One Punch Man and Ice Shield 21, quote retweeted his tweet and confirmed the account being legitimate, saying that he was with the man himself. So this is legitimate, and it actually is Togashi. And he actually has been tweeting different pages of the chapter for the past couple days. So yeah, that's really cool. It's just cool to be seeing more of Hunter x Hunter than just what's going to happen. What's going on with Hunter x Hunter? Is Togashi okay?
Yeah.
Now we're actually getting to see a bit more.
The thing that excites me too is that the pictures are not just a bunch of text, because I don't know if you've seen the memes about Hunter x Hunter in the really late chapters, but it's pretty much like just reading a light novel.
Yeah, I remember when that chapter came out, which I think it was 2 chapters before the most recent. A lot of people were saying why don't you just write a novel already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a page of text
write a novel
with a stick figure on it, basically.
Mm-hmm, basically. And this looks a lot more drawn with care than
yeah.
Yeah.
I love manga that are drawn with care, like Land of the Lustrous or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
my
manga
cue.
that are coming back.
That's my cue. Have you guys heard of a little manga called Land of the Lustrous or Soki no Kuni?
Not
Never
ringing a bell, no. Oh, wait. Actually, you know what? I've heard of it.
Okay. A quick correction from Michael to make the bit work. They announced that it's coming back. They announced on Wednesday. Hold on. Who was it?
Kodansha. That's the publisher.
Kodansha. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just have a tough time sometimes with words because I'm bad at reading.
That's all good.
Anyway, they announced on Wednesday that Haruko Ichikawa's Land of the Lustrous, or Husoki no Kuni, the manga is returning from hiatus in the magazine. Next issue set to release on June 24th. Woo!
Let's go!
The manga. It went on hiatus in December 2020. And honestly, I was reading it faithfully, and then all of a sudden it dropped, and then months went by, and half a year went by, and then I finally was like, what the hell is going on? And then I looked it up, and it was on hiatus.
You're just like, where is my new chapter?
Where is it? Why is it taking so long?
And then Cole sees it, and he goes, course.
Yeah, course. Course. Anyway, Kodansha Comics is releasing the manga in English, and it describes the story thusly. In a world inhabited by crystalline life forms called the Lustrous, hence the name, Land of the Lustrous, every unique gem must fight for their way of life against the threat of Lunarians, who would turn them into decorations. Oh, this is a tough word, everybody. Phosphophilite, the most fragile and brittle of gems, longs to join the battle. When Phos, her name shortened, their name shortened, because
Thank God it's shortened.
Crazy. Yeah. When Phos is instead assigned to complete a natural history of their world, it sounds like a dull and pointless task. Can Phos's seemingly mundane assignment lead Phos to the fulfillment they desire?
No.
That's like the first few pages of the manga.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah, things get crazy. If you haven't read or watched Land of the Lustrous, do it.
I highly recommend watching it because it's honestly just beautiful.
Oh, yeah. The manga is pretty gorgeous, too.
But
they're both very unique. Like, the anime is unique in the sense that it's actually a good CGI anime. And the manga is gorgeous in the sense that, of course, it's all black and white, but, like, it's very bold in its blackness. Like, it is black and white. There's not really shades of gray, and I don't know, you just have to read it.
So what you're saying is it makes excellent use of the color space on the page?
Yeah, it makes unique use of the color space on the page, I'll say. It's tough to describe. If you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's very bold. It's a very bold manga.
It's bold and brash.
Yes.
I'm going to have to read this one. I haven't read it yet, but I watched the first season of it, I guess the only season of it, and it really kind of left me wanting more, and I feel like I'm only going to get that by reading.
Yeah. Orange, make another season of Land of the Lustrous. Put Beastars on hold. Do another season of Land of the Lustrous.
Do it.
Please. Anyway, Jay, it's corner time.
Oh, okay. Let's go from from the room into the specific corner of the room, and get into Jay's game corner. Welcome to Jay's Game Corner. Anyway, welcome to Jay's Game Corner, where today we are going to start with our top story being JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. Released a trailer and revealed 4 new characters and its release date. We mentioned this game in a previous episode, but we now have the release date, September 2nd, 2022. This new updated version of the game features a number of changes to the gameplay flow, including hit stops, dashes, and new combos. And we also got 4 new characters. Robert E.O. Speedwagon, Mariah, Pet Shop, and Diego Brando, who weren't in the original release of the game. And a special collector's bundle for the game is now available for pre-order on the Bandai Namco store. It comes with a specialty-colored Grandista statue of Jolene Cujo, who is the protagonist of Part 6.
Cujo? Curtis Joseph? The famous NHL goalie?
No.
Oh,
I thought it was. Okay, I was about to say yes. I'm glad you corrected that, Mike.
Yeah, just wanted to clarify that. No, not at all.
Okay, good.
I'll go.
Good.
Sorry, I'll
Cole,
now.
how excited are you? I know you're the big JoJo fan of the group.
Oh, you know me. So excited for...
JoJo!
Will it have an easy mode?
Oh, I'm sure. It's a fighting game.
It's a fighting game.
So, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm stoked then. Let's go.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting for sure. I don't know. I'll probably pick it up. I don't think I'll pick it up when it comes out right away, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If it's like, I know it's a remake, but like the, what was that game called that, Jay, you and I played it once and you kicked my ass?
Oh, the Demon Slayer one?
The Demon Slayer one. That was actually a pretty fun game.
Yeah, I think this one will be
like that.
I think this one will be fun like that too, because every character kind of has their own unique battle thing, and like the show is more or less just a battle basically game anyway, so it's it really would transition well.
Hinokami Chronicles.
Yes,
that's it.
Yes.
That's
the Demon Slayer.
Demid Slayer Hinokami Chronicles.
Yeah, Inosuke's broken in that game.
Is he?
Oh hell yeah!
Inosuke's broken. Just period. That guy's awesome.
But specifically in the game, he's broken.
Oh yeah,
he's busted. Yeah.
No, you know who's absolutely busted? Shinobu. Honestly, and it's kind of weird.
I don't think we played as her when I
don't
played
think
that with you.
Yeah, I don't think I had her unlocked yet. But like her combos are like crazy long. She's not super strong, but she kind of just like nerfs the other guy. Just unlocks them.
Cole, I'm gonna need to come over and try her out.
I agree.
I'll have to re-download the game, I think. But anyway, moving on. I'll have to re-download the game onto my PlayStation 5. Speaking of PlayStation.
We got some more PlayStation news. A State of Play was announced today and scheduled for Thursday, June 2nd. We're going to be getting some more games. There's not really much news on what we're getting, just there's going to be some more game announcements coming, so stay tuned for June 2nd. Next
There's going to be games on the game console?
Yeah!
Huh?
What?
What?
Maybe we'll get a graphic saying PlayStation 5 has games.
Finally. Maybe we'll get a graphic saying, you know what? We're finally going to stop releasing PS4 games.
No,
nice.
that's not happening.
It's not happening, but that would be nice.
I think they're closer to that than before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
moving on. Have you guys heard of a game series called Super Mario Strikers?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I have.
what if I were to tell you that there's a demo on the eShop right now?
Wait, what?
What?
So there's
What's
a
the
demo
eShop?
on the Nintendo Switch eShop.
What's a demo?
It's a free portion of the game that you can play before you buy it and get the full version.
What's Super Mario Strikers?
It's a Mario soccer game that is a lot more Mario than soccer.
For the better, I would say.
For the better, absolutely.
Most Mario sports games are.
Yeah.
So the demo is currently on the Switch eShop that you can download and play right now as we're recording and as this episode is up. You can go on your Switch and download it. And starting June 3rd, the online lobbies will open where you can play it online with other people. Right now, you can basically play the tutorial and learn how to play the game. So once the lobbies are up, you can jump right in and know how to play.
Pwn noobs like me.
Yeah, and on top
I'm
of
the
that,
noob, by the way.
Nintendo also announced that they will be progressively rolling out new updates to the game, including new characters, and I believe they also said stages. Let me double check that. But yeah, we're getting some more updates, which is kind of in line with their sports games as of late. I think golf did that. They just said new
golf?
characters. Yeah, it's pronounced golf. And
Golf.
I believe they also did that with Mario Tennis Aces.
Yeah. Any characters that you're hoping they'll add there, Jay?
Daisy.
Daisy?
I want Daisy.
Why Daisy? You like the eye on the back of her head?
Daisy.
No, she's just like a big meme in the Mario Strikers community. Just for her voice lines in older games.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Wait. There's a Super Mario Strikers community?
There's a community for everything.
I mean, there's a community for everything. I'd say it's more the Nintendo community of people who like Nintendo games, but they also like Strikers.
Yeah.
So.
I played Strikers back. I think there was only the GameCube release. No, there was a Wii one as well, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Striker?
I think there was Strikers, and then there's Strikers Charge.
Sounds right. Yep. But yeah, I played it back on the GameCube when the first one I think that it came out, and it was a lot of fun. It's basically just exactly what you think it is. It's Mario mixed with FIFA with outrageous over the top Mario stuff going on.
Hold on. I got a good joke, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
Striker, I hardly know her.
I'm
I'm glad I derailed the podcast for that one.
and then we freeze frame the podcast as credits start rolling. But
Yeah,
you
and
can't
never
see them
release
because it's
another
on.
episode
that was
ever
the,
again.
That was the end of the podcast. I'm leaving.
I'm quitting.
I quit.
I quit after
Okay.
that joke.
Wait. We got one more news story, and then please don't leave me to review Day Day Live by myself.
I'm a
Okay,
survivor.
well, don't tell me what to do, but the band behind Eye of the Tiger is releasing a Star Wars game.
What?
Survivor?
What?
Survivor.
Oh.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor is coming out. It's a sequel to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and it's launching on PS5, Xbox Series X, PC, and that's it in 2023. And a trailer dropped kind of showing cinematic of the game.
Let's go! I can't wait. I love Fallen Order. So good.
I have heard really good things about Fallen Order. I've also heard that it's glitchy as heck.
Whatever.
I have
All
not,
games are glitchy, kind of.
I haven't played it personally, but I watched my wife play it a lot, and she was obsessed with it for like a solid week. So
Yeah.
It
Let me
must
tell
be
you,
pretty
Cal's poncho sometimes goes absolutely ballistic, but that's okay. The gameplay is still pretty fun. Cal is the main character,
I've heard it's a lot of fun.
and he wears a poncho. And sometimes the physics on the poncho is a little crazy.
yeah.
But the gameplay's fun.
That's just PS4 physics, though. They're wonky.
I played it on the PS5. Thank you, because I have a PS5.
Did you have the PS5 version of the game?
No, I don't think so. I think I played the PS4 version on my PS5.
Exactly.
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 Can you change Cal's lightsaber color, or is that locked?
Oh, hell yeah, you can.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I'm in. I'm sold.
Yeah, you can customize the lightsaber. The only one you can't
Heck
add
yeah.
is a red lightsaber, which kind of sucks.
I mean, he's a Jedi, so of course you can.
Yeah, I know, but like, if I was a Jedi, I'd have a red lightsaber. I wouldn't care. I'd be like,
I'd want a
yeah.
yellow one. I
I'd
like
have
the
a-
yellow for some reason.
I'd have a purple one.
I usually ran orange because I felt like Cal, because he's a ginger.
Mm.
You know, he'd have an orange lightsaber.
Speaking of purple lightsaber, real quick, because I think Mike said that he'd have a purple one. Isn't that what Mace Windu or Samuel L. Jackson did?
Because George Lucas asked him. He's like, "So, what lightsaber color do you want there, Samuel?" And then he's like, "I want a purple lightsaber." He's like, "Okay, yeah, sure, for sure, yeah, we'll give you a purple lightsaber."
And that's why he's the only person to have a purple lightsaber in the original trilogy.
Samuel
or
L.
in the prequels.
He's just like,
Yeah.
Samuel L. You know that they're either red, blue, green.
Or,
That's
green.
Those are the
That's
colors.
the rule.
And then he just basically is like, "Do I care, motherfucker?"
God damn it, Michael!
You're gonna have to write down the timestamp for that.
That was
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
worth. That was worth. the
And
swear.
you can write
No,
down
yeah.
that timestamp on our break because I think we're gonna go to break.
No,
Whoa,
wait, Jay, hold on.
Wait. There's more.
Oh, there is.
As I run into the thing, I drop a yellow card on the flag and point to Jay and say, "Jay, get out of here," because it's
Oh.
mailbag time.
Offside.
Crap. Right. Mailbag.
Mailbag.
Do we have a song for
Sing the
mailbag,
song.
or are we just?
Sing the song, Jay.
No, I'm done with the Blue's Clues reference.
No, we should probably get a song. Maybe this
yeah.
week I'll have
We'll
one.
figure out an actual drop. But our
Put the actual Blue's Clues song in there.
Yeah. Kratos and Eggs, our usual mailbag suspect, wants to know.
Our hero.
Yeah, our hero, our number one fan, and our number one in our hearts for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Wants to know what our most anticipated new anime series next sequence. So not new anime series next season. So not sequel season, but newly airing. And since it's mailbag, only one show. I'm aware you guys will probably discuss next season in full closer.
Well, thank you for being aware that we'll probably discuss it.
Yeah,
because
for
we
sure.
will.
Yeah.
So a little spoiler for a few episodes down the line.
I did not read this fully through, so I'm a little screwed because I did not read the part where no sequel would be had in it.
The thing that kind of sucks with next season is most of the good shows are sequels.
I know. I was just gonna say my obvious answer was Devil is a Part-Timer Part 2. I'm very
Yeah.
excited for that.
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys want me to give you both too?
Yes.
Okay, I'll answer for both of you.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, Into the Night.
Call of the Night.
Obviously. Sorry, Call of the Night. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
And then the other one is Will Ayumu make his move? The Shogi Senpai one. That one. So because you guys don't have any, I'll say two. And hold on, let me just quickly see if I can find a third one for you guys.
I had one.
Okay, go ahead.
Remember that light novel I read like a couple weeks ago? My stepmom's daughter is my ex.
Jay, I can't keep track of all the light novels you read.
Okay,
frankly.
well, yeah, so I read that, and an anime adaptation's coming out next season. So that's my pick, because I can't pick Class from the Elite.
Honestly, though, my pick is probably Into the Night.
Call of the Night?
What?
It's Call of the Night.
Didn't I say Call of the Night last time?
No, you said Into the Night.
Oh, Jesus. I
You
can't
said
keep
the same
track.
thing twice.
Oh, and here I thought I was correcting myself. Anyway, that one. The vampire one.
Yeah, the one that you read, was that last week or 2 weeks ago?
That was a couple weeks ago.
Okay, yeah.
That's probably going to be my answer, just because all the ones I want to watch are sequels. Like the ones I'm most excited for are Devil's a Part-Timer, Made in Abyss, and the what's the dungeon one? Don Machi. I forget what the actual name is.
Is it wrong to pick
Is
up
it
girls
wrong
in
to
a
pick up
dungeon?
Dungeons?
Yeah, that'll be good.
What Jay said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
And
And
with
we also
that,
got Overlord Season 4 coming next season.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Actual answer. It's not technically
Okay.
a sequel, I don't think, but
Okay.
the sequel anime to what the heck is that show called? I'm clicking on it. The Tatami Galaxy. The sequel OVA is coming out to that. I'm very excited for that as well.
Oh, Mike, I think that qualifies as a sequel if you have to say the sequel anime to that.
Cole,
Yes?
I don't care.
Okay.
And with that, I think we go to break.
I think so too.
Yes.
Yes. Let's go to break, and then when we come back from break, we're going to review everyone's favorite harem anime.
Day Life!
Day Life! I'm so excited!
I'm
Are you
so
guys excited?
excited!
Yeah, let's go to break.
Break.
Break. Michael, you got an intro? Rolling into the station. Here we go.
Welcome back to the Anime Protagonist Podcast. Wait, I did this backwards.
Wait, what?
What?
Sorry. Hang on.
What?
Let's restart
Okay.
that.
Yeah, we'll just rewind this.
Okay, that's staying in.
That's, 100%.
If I know Cole by now, he's not taking that out.
I know. I'm living in fear. Cole, at this point, I'm going to rely on you to insert the song from the opening from Day Live.
Okay, here we go.
Real sister. Adopted sister. Does a single word make all the difference in determining the kind of love one will see? What is appropriate and what is forbidden? Who can say? Welcome back to the Anime Protagonist Podcast. We are here to review the show Date A Live. And that opening there was a quote from one of the openings for this wonderful show that we are about to review.
You picked the best one.
I know. Oh, that was
What a
that was
stupid
too much.
show!
It's
Oh,
so weird.
oh.
What is this show? Why do so many people like it?
I don't know.
I think everybody who likes it is on the same page as us, Jay.
It was.
I don't know. I remember a lot of people attacked Joey the Anime Man when he said it was okay.
Time out. Let's just keep going on.
Yeah,
We'll discuss.
Let's get into the more rigid format here that I like particularly. We are going to discuss the OP/ED, the sound/voice actors, then the visuals. Then we're going to say whether or not we recommend it. Then we're going to get into spoiler territory, and we're going to talk about plot and characters, ending thoughts, all that kind of stuff. And at the end, we will tell you our score/rating, or basically final words on it.
Yeah. Let's get into it, boy.
Yeah, exactly. And let's talk about that opening and ending of this show and how awful they are.
They're both terrible.
They're both not great.
They're not great.
Both not great. You got two EDs to pick from. Both of them not great.
Yeah.
One of them is literally just what's her name running.
Toka.
Yep.
Literally her just running to the beat of the song. The other one, you know what? Don't like it. Don't like it for what it is, but something about it is kind of, I had to watch it every time, which basically sums up my idea behind, like, my whole thoughts behind this show. I don't know, something about the way the song came on, and like the end of the ED was like Toka smiling, and I was like, oh my god, so precious on my heart. I hate this show. It's like you know when you eat fast food and you feel like absolute dump.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, it's like I gotta eat this Big Mac because it's delicious, but like I know I'm not gonna feel good after it. Anyway, that's pretty much it.
That pretty perfectly encapsulates how I feel about it.
The OP itself, I got a kick out of every episode having like a different opening narration. So like I'd watch the first like 10 seconds of the OP and then honestly I'd skip it.
I did the exact same thing. It was the best part. It was the only good part of the opening, honestly, is just hearing the like ridiculous line.
Cause like even Best Girl in the OP was kind of like she'd had like one shot in it.
Yeah.
Kurumi, by the way, is Best Girl.
No, incorrect.
And then like it would just move on, and I'm like, oh man.
Even in season 1, she's not Best Girl.
She only gets Best Girl. She only gets more best as the series progresses.
Here's the thing.
Season 1, she is the least best, but she's still best, and then she gets bester as the series goes on.
Who's your Best Girl from season 1? Is it still Kurumi?
Yeah.
Kurumi for aesthetic and like the fact that she's like the most fun.
It was the most interesting part of season 1 for me.
I like Toka because she was so dumb.
Toka's so dumb.
Season 1.
Okay, I love Toka because she's so dumb, but like she's also adorable. I just bit my tongue.
Time out. We're gonna talk about characters later.
Let's follow the order here.
Okay.
Follow the order. Follow the order.
Okay, sorry, you brought up best girl.
OP,
You brought up best girl.
Sorry, yeah, that is on me.
Yeah,
that is on me.
yeah.
I apologize.
OPED, firmly, we all say bad, very skippable.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But
the initial ED is skippable, but like there's something about it that's like crack. I have to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
The alternate ED where it's just Toka running, that's literally all it is. If you're like waiting for something to happen, nothing else happens.
I know. I watched it a couple times and I was like, does something happen?
She
No.
just runs. Literally a cycle, like maybe like 5 frames. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's
just
just
a
a
GIF.
run cycle on like a white background.
It's just a GIF and a song. Is all
It's
it
on
is.
a white How boring!
Yeah.
Very boring.
Yeah.
The answer is very boring.
This
OP, I'm going to give it a solid 4.5. ED1, I'm going to give it a 6.5. ED2, 3.5.
I don't even know how to score it, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, don't listen to any of them.
Instead, I'm
Yeah.
going to quickly read another quote from one of the openings.
Okay.
Dating everyone at the same time, it should be paradise. This girl, that girl, the girl over there could be yours. Unfortunately, live does not always go the way you want.
Yeah, it's true.
That sounds
It's
like
true. Take it from me.
Yep.
That sounds like poor English.
Yeah, I did realize midway through that there was not a good copy paste job here.
Sound VAs, the sound design of the show and the voice actors. What did you guys think?
Obligatory. I watched the show and dubbed.
There we go.
Just throwing it
Michael,
out there.
we need you around here to
Yep.
tell us how the dub was.
Yeah.
How's the dub?
The dub was serviceable, I would say. The main character, I forget his name right
Shido
now.
Itsuka?
Shido, yes. Shido
Shido.
is pretty good. What's her name? Toka is pretty good.
Okay.
Kurumi's pretty good. It's just kind of all in all pretty good. And then just this extra characters are kind of, you can tell they were like, we don't really need to spend money on a good VA for them.
What about Kotori?
Is she the little one with the puppet?
No, that's
she's,
the sister.
It's the sister.
Yeah.
Oh, the sister. The sister's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. She's also good in the
In the sub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I flipped back and forth a few times just to kind of like get an idea of it. And it's kind of, it just basically is the same thing, but just more westernized, I would say. Like, less,
Yeah.
They did
I'd
a good
say
job.
the standouts in terms of dub voice actors were Kotori and Kurumi for me.
Did you watch
Yeah?
the dub?
Sub.
Oh,
Sub.
okay.
Sub.
Mhm.
Yeah, you said dub. I was like,
I don't
what?
know. Did I? God damn, guys. I gotta stop drinking all these beers here. Yeah, Kurumi to me, at first I'm like, I don't like her voice actor, but then she's so like interesting as a voice actor or actress. Seiyu. She just, I don't know, stood out. She was just cool character, best girl.
We're gonna have to agree with or disagree with that. Question for you, Cole. Did you think
Yeah.
that Origami's Seiyu or performance was kind of boring, like I did?
No, I liked hers. I think that's her point, though.
Yeah,
She's
like,
supposed to be.
no, I
She's
know.
like a Ray. She's the obligatory Ray clone.
I know, but like it, like she didn't really have that
she's
much to
low-key.
work with.
She's low key pretty fun as a character as well.
Yeah.
How she's kind of that stone faced Ray clone, but like also probably the most perverted out of all of the girls.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
I
need
don't
to
know.
watch
It
the
just
OVA,
like
Cole.
it came across as very dull, and not because it's her fault, but it felt like she only had so much to work with.
Yeah.
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 It was the first season of it too.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair.
I think she's
Sound.
pretty universally worst girl.
Uh,
Origami. Just
no.
from what I saw when I was watching the show, I'd say that was most people were saying that she's universally worst girl.
I guess you've only seen the first season.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's funny.
Jake.
It's funny.
We'll talk about this when we get to characters.
Yeah.
But Jay kind of said like, "Who's your best girl?" And I said my answers, and then I'm like, "Man, it's just a show full of best girls."
Yeah, remember when I gave my review of season 4 and I was like, yeah, the waifu thing is really the strong part of this show.
That's the only part of the show.
Yeah.
That is the whole show.
Yeah.
But
That is the show.
Yeah.
what do you guys think of the sound and voice actors? I think we're kind of just quickly. The sound, the music in it, what sounded like they just basically paid for some copyright free, or just got some copyright free music and put that as the backing stuff. Like,
listen,
my
my mother always told me if I don't have anything good to say about something, I shouldn't say anything at all. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on sound and voice. Sound and music.
Cole, I kind of agree with that.
But trashing stuff is interesting. That's the most fun part.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It was so like uninteresting. Like SAO, for example. Say what you will about SAO, it's not good. Is what I'll say about it. But the sound design in SAO is incredible.
It is.
It's
really good.
This show, blah. Blah. Here's a stock explosion. Here's a stock sword clanking sound. Here's a stock fun music sting.
I remember
like it's all stock.
I remember listening to Shido walking, and it sounded like it was walking sound effects, but it like sounded like the most generic walking effect you could imagine possible. And it didn't even sound like it was him walking. Like it was so loud for how far away he was from the camera that it was just like, what is going on?
That was me during a lot of this show. But I think we've covered the sound and voice actors pretty thoroughly. Let's move on to the visuals. Yeah. What do you guys think of the animation and character design and just general visuals of this show?
Okay, character design, great. Honestly, everybody was very distinct and interesting. I also liked how all of the spirits, spoilers, light, very, very light spoilers. All of the spirits have like unique eyes that are different than all of the other characters, like the human characters.
And like they kind of change when they go from like their sealed version to their like regular version.
Yeah,
which
I found that very cool. All of the waifus, of course. I mean, that's basically the only thing the show's.
Yeah.
They're all very well designed and stuff.
Which I think is really cool because a lot of the time you can tell a manga from a light novel because the light novel will have very generic designs, whereas manga will have a lot more eccentric and exaggerated designs. But in this one, like every character looks distinct, which I think is very good. And something else I noticed, because I also have the first two light novel volumes, there were a couple shots that were like ripped right from the pages. Like the
really?
color, yeah. And
is like animated, like as if they were right from the pages? Is that why a lot of the scenes were basically just two cardboard cutouts smacking swords against each other?
Yes, they probably literally took the page from the light novel and put it on the cell.
One of my notes for this show was that it's probably a third of the show is just they literally drew a character and then just pan on that drawing for about 20 seconds.
Yeah. For all the praise I have for character designs, that's pretty well where the praise in terms of visuals ends.
Honestly,
this show is probably one of the laziest animated shows.
Honestly,
I've seen.
If you told me that the budget was like not high for this show, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. That said, there are a few scenes that look pretty good. Like most of the fight scenes actually look okay.
Were there?
Yeah, honestly, the fight scenes look okay, I would say.
There were scenes where like there were people firing guns and the guns looked like beams. Like they were actual bullets, but they looked like beams, and I was like,
maybe my expectations were pretty low for this show then, but like I don't know. I didn't find them that offensive. They were fine. Like it was fluid at least, and there obviously wasn't much choreography, but I went into this with super low expectations, and
maybe it exceeded your low expectations. My thing was they basically drew 3 frames of the girls fighting, and then just repeated those 3 frames over and 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 over again. And I'm like, oh,
did they
get onto the waifu spots sections? Let's go.
Look, the dating.
They spent more time. They spent more time animating the fan service scenes than they did
right.
Fight scenes.
You know that scene where like Toka invites him out to a date and she like is like getting very sexy with him.
You know that the first scene in the anime where his sister is jumping on his bed.
Yes. Much better animated.
Well animated.
That was much better animated. To be fair, that was the first episode, so they had more time to work on it. But still, why is that better animated than the fight scenes that should have the best animation in the show?
Because it's not the point of the show.
Since we're talking about the first 5 minutes of the show, How about the first 5 minutes of the show basically saying, oh, look, it's this guy and his sister. Oh, look, here are her panties 4 or 5 times in the first 2 minutes of the show.
Yeah, that's a harem anime.
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, you guys are going to be like, they didn't do this, Cole, but I'm going to say I'm glad they kind of went away from the panty shots, guys.
Yes, it was only for the first couple minutes, and then it was fine. I'm like, oh, okay. When I first
this
saw
is
it,
egregious. This is egregious, boys.
When I first started it, I was basically just like, oh my God, what have I got myself into?
I'm watching this for purely academic reasons.
Yeah.
This is why I'm watching this.
I mean, you're doing it for a podcast.
Yeah, and then I just fell down the rabbit hole, guys. This show, it just hooked me for some reason.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me upon my first watch. I watched the first season, and I was like, okay, gotta watch season 2. So I watched season 2, and it was just as bad, but
I think we've wrapped up our visuals review then, eh? Would you guys say?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Yeah.
So should we just go into the whether or not we recommend this show spoiler free?
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Let's do that. Michael, begin.
I'm going to say if you're down for some stupid, idiotic, you don't have to think, but it's kind of fun, harem anime with honestly not as much fan service as you'd think, even though we just talked about all the glorious panty shots in it and stuff of his 14-year-old sister. I would recommend this as long as you know what you're getting into.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'd probably share the sentiments there by Michael. If you know what you're getting into, and you probably do if you're thinking about watching this, this is the trashiest trash you've ever seen. This is garbage piling higher in a way that you've never seen garbage piled. This is a dumpster full of garbage, and it's on fire, and it's like, oh man, this is terrible, but I can't look away. I need to keep watching it. And if you're ready for that, then yeah, I'd recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah, for the connoisseur though, don't watch it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a flow chart here.
Okay.
We got a question. Do you like SAO and things like SAO? Okay. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. If your answer is yes, then yeah, give it a shot. You might like it. If your answer is no, you're probably not gonna like it. If your answer is maybe, yeah, you know what? First 3 episodes, you might like it, you might not, but just give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
So I think pretty well all of us kind of agree on our recommendations. You kind of know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
And if you're aware of what it is and you're still like, yeah, okay, I'll give it a shot. It's fun.
Yeah. It's dumb fun.
It's flashing lights in front of your face. It's keys being jingled in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh,
pretty
fun.
lights.
You can just turn your brain off and watch it, and it's just entertaining. It's the Jersey Shore of anime.
Basically.
Yep.
That's a good one. That's a good way to put it, Michael.
Yeah. And with that, let's get into the spoilers, boys.
Spoilies
boy.
from here on out.
Oh boy.
So if you have not watched this and you care about spoilers, then tune out at this point.
Let's be real. I don't think a lot of people here care about spoilers, and if they
care,
they probably already watched the show.
Yeah, if you care, honestly, this show, I don't feel you guys have watched the rest of it. I feel like spoilers aren't really gonna spoil any fun you're gonna have with this show at all.
No,
so
not at all.
Listen ahead, but if you really care, then tune out.
Honestly, this is probably the lightest spoiler warning
we're ever gonna give. Yeah,
because spoilers, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
It's basically what we're saying.
You're not watching this show for the deep and intricate plot.
No,
you're watching this show for the quote unquote plot.
You're here for the waifus, and that's really all you're ever going to be here for.
Yeah. Sorry, I just now that we're in spoilers territory, I can talk about my favorite part in terms of visuals is when Kurumi is explaining her powers. All of a sudden, the show gets like cool.
I know.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, the show is so boring visually, and then she summons her angel, and then like it starts going into like cool Dutch angles and stuff where it's like zooming in on her, and she like pulls her guns out, and then it does that like cool three character like shot where it's got Toka in one corner, Plain Jane Boy in the other, and then her in the middle.
Yep.
And then she kind of like pushes her way through and like takes up the whole screen.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
I'm going to take that as a no.
Jay, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
when they're like, how did you do that? And she's like, oh, I just manipulated time. And it's just, that's the bright point in terms of visuals in the show. And I'm disappointed that you guys don't know what I'm talking about. I'll send it to you guys after the show's done.
Please do.
Yeah.
Post it in the Discord.
Because it's the best part of the show.
Mhm.
Or the first season, I should say.
Yeah.
Because Kurumi is so cool.
Mhm.
Honestly, I understand why you like Kurumi, because she's so different from the other girls. And I guess we'll get more into this when we get to actual like waifu talk. But
Yeah. Plot
I was
time.
going to say,
Yeah.
Cole, I think you did a good job on our Anohana review. Do you want to kind of just summarize the plot kind of and then we'll discuss it?
Cole.
Plot of this show. Oh my god. Yeah,
Just very briefly. If you want, I
I'll
could do it
try.
too.
No. I'll try. I'll try. This show doesn't have a plot.
Well, it kind of does, but like
Okay, basically the whole concept of the show is that
Remember that manga I explained earlier? Yeah, we can apply that here.
we've got our boy Shido, who is a guy who can seal the powers of these spirits. And he does that by making them fall in love with him and then kissing them.
And conquering them.
And conquering them.
they explicitly say conquer multiple times in the show. Too.
Yeah, Shido does this for the Nerve Ripoff Agency, whose name I can't remember. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to mention about this show. The show kind of rips off a whole bunch of stuff.
Well,
Evangelion.
I think it's supposed to be like a parody almost.
Yeah, Evangelion. The other one was Full Metal Panic, because like the commander is like this young teenage girl.
Yeah.
I got that vibes from it. Fate, obviously.
I think just like dating sims in general, it was ripping off.
And dating sims, obviously. And I'm like, when the show first started, they're like, okay, your training is to play dating sims.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad they kind of got away from the whole dating sims thing. The show, like, you can tell that this is the first, like, this is the beginning of a series that kind of developed and got away from its initial premise.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure how well the premise of the dating sim thing would have lasted in the long term.
See, I was gonna say I actually enjoyed having the dating sim part where they just basically they're on the date and then the smartphone app that basically polls all the people to what he should do on the date. I thought that was kind of a fun way to tackle that. I will agree that the most boring part of the show is when he was just romancing all the girls.
Yeah. Sorry, back to plot time. I'm going to just briefly say there's two factions in the story. One is the organization that the main characters belong to, and their whole concept or their whole idea is to capture the spirits and seal their powers and let them live normal lives as humans. And the other faction is the one that tries to just destroy the spirits. The spirits being the waifus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, I didn't realize that they were separate entities. Did anybody have that issue, or was that just me?
No, I thought it was pretty.
I definitely had that too. I was basically like, wait, why are they fighting each other? Whole show I was very confused.
Who's on whose side? Like, I get that one side wants to, like, I thought they were just part of the same organization, but like had different goals. Like, they're like, okay, we're gonna try and tame them, and then if we can't, then we'll let these scantily clad women come in and shoot them. Oh, by the way, the side that wants to kill them all are a bunch of girls who wear basically nothing in micro mechs.
Yeah. Cole, do you know what
this show is very stupid.
Do you know what they reminded me of?
What?
You know those when we go to buy Gunpla?
Oh, X-Arm girls.
They remind me of Frame Arm girls a lot.
Frame Arm girls. Sorry, yeah not X-Arm.
X-Arm, yeah. It's
like the terrible anime. X-Arm.
The terrible anime, like this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, this plot is very difficult to describe.
It's so weird and strange and stupid.
I feel like I'm having the last plot. Anohana was very easy. It was A leads to B, B leads to C, C leads to D. This is like...
It's so convoluted.
Picture a plate of spaghetti.
Okay.
I'm picturing
That's this plot. There's a string in there that you can follow, but good luck finding it.
Yeah, because it's basically like you go down the string and you follow it, and things happen all around the string, but they may or may not influence the string at all. And like, there's just a bunch of random stuff all happening, and it's kind of like, well, how does this all tie together? And it doesn't really.
So I guess in terms of plot, it's all focused around 4 girls, I'll say. First one we'll say is Origami, who is one of the people who is in the bad organization who wants to kill the spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Which what is the organization? AST unit. That's
AST, yeah. Anti-spirit
termination unit.
Something. Termination. Yeah. Second girl or second plot point, second girl interchangeably is what's her name?
Toka.
I was going to say Toru, but that's not right.
Nope.
Toka.
Yep, Toka.
Who becomes like the main girl. Then we've got little girl with the puppet.
Yoshino.
And then best girl.
Kurumi.
Oh, Jay even admitted it. Got him.
Thank you, Jay.
I mean, the third. I mean, you said the third girl. So
Got him.
Got him.
I
Jay,
wasn't
it's
even-
okay.
She's not
Jay,
best
it's fine.
girl though.
Got him.
No,
Got him.
no.
Can we
it's okay.
discuss how in episode 1 it opens with basically he doesn't know nobody knows anything about this. And then all of a sudden
and the
there's
sister.
there's a spatial quake, and his sister, of course, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then he's basically he goes to save his sister because this spatial quake is happening. And the spatial quakes first, again, I'm just gonna say, like, they seem like a big deal at the start, and then they kind of happen throughout. But it never really does anything.
That's the whole show.
That's the show.
That's the show, man.
Okay, here's the thing. Nothing matters in this show. It's just the girl.
Nothing.
It's just a means to get the girls to appear.
Well, of course.
Listen. Nothing matters because, okay, so we've got these spatial quakes who we think are going to be a major plot point. They're not. We've got Kurumi, who we think is going to be like the major antagonist. Oh, no, wait. We're halfway through the season now. We're just going to move on and pretend like she never happened. That drove me nuts. You could tell that was the... In terms of the plot, you could tell where the different volumes of the light novel started and ended.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell that Kurumi was the main
2.
antagonist of one of the volumes.
Yeah.
Because once they defeat her, in quotation marks, it just moves on. Like, next story.
Yeah. And they kind of do that with...
doesn't really get addressed until the last episode again.
I'm just going to bring something up before you guys go on. You guys keep bringing up Kurumi as the main plot point. That's episode 7 of 12 of the show.
Yeah.
So, like, the first
That's what I
6
mean.
episodes...
Well, the first... So
we don't even haven't discussed yet.
So the first 6 episodes are basically the 2 girls. So volume 1 is Toka's mission, essentially everything that is involved with getting her to release and seal her spirit powers. And then volume 2 of the light novel is everything with Yoshino.
Okay.
Sure.
Yep.
I can see those being one plot element that's just ramping up.
Yeah.
So it starts off with basically him. He finds out that he has to romance these girls in order to save the world, more or less. Because if he doesn't romance them, they kill people. I guess
they kill people, and the space quakes destroy the world.
Right.
But the only one that causes space quakes is the first girl.
Yeah.
Well,
Toka was the only.
They all do, don't they?
Well, Yoshino never really
to.
did anything.
No, she just made it rain.
Yeah. And then
she was just token lolly.
And that only really happened when she was provoked. It wasn't really something that happened.
Yeah.
But the
like,
premise
I mean,
is
I can...
that each of them can trigger one of these quakes, which are devastating to the world. And if enough of them happen, the world is done. But that really does not factor in much in the show.
No.
But that's supposed to be, if this was a normal show with a good plot, that would be the running thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I mean, like... that stuff isn't quite as egregious to me, like, because I can understand, like, the first girl is all about setting everything up. Second girl is just to kind of have a second girl in there. It felt like Kurumi should have been the climax of the show. You know what I mean? Like, that felt like the final boss.
Yep.
then they defeat her again in quotation
Well,
marks,
like-
and it's only like we're only halfway through the season.
Well-
we've got a whole other arc that we have to go through with the sister.
Well-
and it's like, I don't care. We just met the most powerful spirit.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I mean, she does. I guess spoilers for later seasons, but she does reappear later on.
We're not talking about later seasons.
Later seasons didn't happen yet. We're only talking about season 1. So yeah, the most interesting part of the show is definitely Kurumi, and she's only in the show episodes 7 through 9.
Yeah,
For
that's
Yeah.
volume 3.
And then like a cameo in the last episode.
Yeah, and that's
And
probably.
then, yes,
I
Jay's
believe
right.
That's filler.
Jay's right. She becomes more of a prominent player in the series as it goes on in later seasons. But like,
It doesn't really matter.
I'm talking about season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that we're reviewing right now, right? Is season 1.
Well, like,
Why didn't they just swap the sister plot point?
yeah, I think it's
And
kind
the
of
Kurumi
silly.
plot
I
point.
think it's kind of silly. Like, Kurumi goes away, and then there's like another plot point that doesn't even involve her, and then later on she comes back. Like, have it all
Kind
be
of.
together.
It's all very yeah. This show is
Can we get to
entertaining
the sister
trash.
stuff? Can
Yes.
we get to the
Yes, go
sister
ahead.
stuff now? The sister is
A furry.
spoilers. Also a spirit. Wow.
Who saw,
And
who saw that coming?
Everyone.
oh my goodness gracious. I honestly I didn't mind the sister per se
Yeah.
I thought she was
because
a good character.
she was the token tsundere, and that's fun.
And also the
And she had-
Emoto.
yeah, and she had the same voice actor as Nino from Quince, which was fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't mind her. I mean, problematic, obviously, but they're not real siblings because Shido's adopted. But still, that's not okay, everybody.
You just procked my knowledge here of what's the episode where what's her name? His actual sister.
Mana.
Mana comes in, and there's a whole like half an episode where they basically the whole premise is I'm his real sister by blood, but I don't know him at all, and I'm his adopted sister, but I have no blood, but I know him really well because I grew up with him. Which is better? Which one do you want to romance? And it's like neither. Stop it.
Neither of them.
Stop it.
Don't romance them.
That's just
yes.
harem anime in a nutshell, though.
I know. It's a meme at this point, but
Yeah.
it's just like it's uncomfortable to watch for me.
Oh, yeah, it absolutely
yeah.
is.
I got no issue with the like him saying like, "Oh, I love you." Like, okay,
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah. And then he says like
The
a
kissing,
sister.
the kissing stuff. Yeah, no.
No.
Couldn't we find a different way to do this?
Yeah.
That's the only way, Cole. That's the only way.
I mean, yeah, like in the show, but like, couldn't they like write something else in?
Yeah.
Couldn't they, like, I don't know, hug?
Yeah, or like,
Kiss on the head or something, like the forehead.
Yeah.
something else,
Something.
a head pat.
So, what did you guys think of I think we've talked about most of the stuff in the middle. What did you guys think of the final episode? Basically, the final arc with his sister.
I didn't mind that arc per se. Again, I wish that wasn't the final arc.
Yeah. I feel like Kurumi... dramatically, it seems like Kurumi would have been the best part.
Oh, no. I was going to say dramatically, I like the sister arc because like it felt like it was very intense, but it just didn't feel like that was the final boss.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It kind of...
Kurumi feels like the last boss.
But if you look at it from like more of an emotional standpoint, I think it kind of is a little bit, because if you think about it, his sister is the first person you see in the anime, and she really is. She runs the organization that he works for, and one of the biggest things that they talk about, one of the only like threads that actually runs throughout the entire show is Origami wanting to take out his sister Kotori.
It's only mentioned in the anime when it's convenient, though.
Right. Well, I didn't say it was a well-written anime. It is.
That was the other thing. You reminded me of that. Like, okay, we established that she wants to kill the spirits, and then like she kind of starts getting along with them until she doesn't.
Yeah. Only when it's convenient for the show for her to be getting along.
But
with
like
them.
Mike said, we're not saying this is a well-written anime.
No, of course not.
I feel like we've been bashing on it a lot. I want to say we all had fun with this show. Like maybe we should start talking about things
yeah.
we liked about the show.
I'm still watching it.
Yeah, okay. Like the show sucks. The show is so dumb. But I binged 3 seasons of it and started season 4.
Are you caught up on season 4?
No, I'm not caught
No,
up. I only watched one episode of season 4.
Okay, catch up so we can talk about it.
And just a quick pause. Can I just address the elephant in the room about season 4, Jay?
What's that?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. You know why?
Like,
It has a different studio.
well, it's a different studio.
Yeah.
I know that. I know it's a different studio, but it's like, holy moly.
Yeah.
It
Everybody
probably,
looks really good.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it also has this magical thing called a budget.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Potentially.
that is less than what you, me, and Jay can afford.
Probably.
Like this first season honestly looks like it was basically done on someone's basically everyone in the studio's pocket change.
It was done in Microsoft PowerPoint.
Yeah.
The season visually doesn't get good till season 3, and
Yeah.
even then it's like meh.
Yeah.
But only because it's oh shoot. What's that called? Blank JA staff?
JC stuff.
JC staff, thank you.
Oh, they take it
I
over.
knew you'd-
Okay.
Yeah, they took over, and then in season 4 it's like some no-name studio, but it's like the best looking season.
Geek
Okay.
Toys,
Yeah, like it's like a toy company or something.
who
I like
are
that.
known for
Nothing.
Plunderer.
Oh, that,
Oh yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's the one.
I will say that I appreciated this show devoting, not spending all of its budget on jiggly bits. I mean, they
Yeah.
are definitely there, but I'd say it spent most of its money on the fight scenes,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is like, I
yeah.
appreciate that it actually at least tried with what it could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 And again, like I liked the spirits concept. Like I like how they had their angels and their super angels. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that they could just basically, like, she could go, for example, Kurumi could go, or no, it wasn't Kurumi, it was Kotori. Could either just have her fire thing, or she could turn it into a big gun. It was like,
Big old gun.
yeah, it was
big
like,
old fire
okay, cool.
gun.
She has different abilities. It's kind of a cool
Yeah.
concept.
Or geez, what's
Which
her
one?
name? The main girl, purple one.
Toka.
Toka. Thank you. I'm horrible with names. Toka could have a big sword or a bigger sword.
Yes.
I also thought it was cool that once he sealed their abilities, he got the ability to use them. I thought that was
Spoilers for season 2.
That happens in season. That was the whole
Yeah.
premise in season 1. Because remember, he gets blasted right through the chest,
yeah,
and then he uses his
Oh,
sister's
right,
ability
yeah,
to heal
yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
and then he.
But that's like a passive ability.
yeah, and then like he gets Toka's sword. Like
That's season 2.
that's season
Oh,
1.
No, he doesn't do that in season 1.
Yeah, because they ride on the sword together. That's when they're conquering Yoshino.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah, but that was her sword.
Yeah, but
Like she just pulled the sword out and then
it was
they rode it
but
together.
it was pulled out in front of him.
Well, yeah, they can use their powers.
Yeah, he can use their powers.
Yeah, no, they can't. They can't use their powers as long as he has them.
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
Well,
they're
only
like-
if he
they're
lets
limited.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Jay, what you're saying is he can use their weapons, right? Like he can pull out their sword.
Well, he can use their powers.
But they can't use their powers while he has them, right? See, this
Yeah.
is good. We're driving into the heart of the show. This show is so confusing because nothing is really well thought out.
They can use their own powers.
No, they can't, because if he's
Yes, they can.
Well, they can, but that's later on. That's like season 2.
limited, they're limited. I haven't watched anything but season 1, and
Yeah.
in season 1, all they can do when he takes their powers, they're like limited. You never see Toka actually go full Toka power spirit form. Basically, all she's able to do is like change her skirt or something like that.
Yeah.
into,
Yeah.
she's, like,
Yeah.
basically has
and
10% of
that's
her
pretty
power.
well. That's pretty well through the whole show.
Yeah.
Like they can only use a portion of their power.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
And only as much as Cheeto lets them, basically.
Well, I think they can take it back forcefully. It seemed like to me. Like if
Yeah,
if
they
he
can kind of
upsets
just say
them-
like, I need to take the power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because isn't that what Kotori does? Is she basically is like, sorry? I think she actually says sorry that I took this.
Yeah,
back."
I need to take some of the power, and then she like goes nuts.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we gotta date my sister.
As the
and
then
author
and then at the
slowly
end they're
pushes
like-
his glasses up his nose.
Yeah, and then at the end it's like, oh, her love level never dropped a little bit. She always loved you. What a stupid show. Couldn't they just, like, what was the point then? What was the point? What was the point of the
I
date?
think we broke Cole.
Yeah, we broke Cole. No, Cole. They said in the show. They said that the
No!
point of the date is because
No!
she really wanted it.
Yeah, she wanted it, but like,
But
she was going to die, Michael.
Yeah.
She was going to die, so whether she wanted it or not is irrelevant. They should have just kissed, and then God damn it. Everything would have been fine.
That scientist lady actually says
Listen.
that, though. She says...
Listen, he should have just kissed his sister.
That's the cold open right there. I think we found it.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, let me write that down.
That guy over there, guys, lock him up.
Yeah.
Guys, we found him.
Should have just
Get in.
kissed.
Come in. We got him, boys.
The whole point of the date was pointless, and they said that at the end of the date.
They do, but they also said midway through the date that she's like, I regret letting her go on it, but she seemed really excited for the date with her brother. So like,
Yeah, but
I
that was
get that a little bit.
But that was to explain why she was going on the date while she was so sick.
Right.
Because they were pumping her full of drugs. It wasn't that she loved him so much. At that point, it was because she felt like she still had to go on the date so that she could fall in love with him, so that he could kiss her and take her power. It wasn't that
it was pointless.
She loved him the whole time. Wait, what? I don't know. My brain is broken.
I was gonna
guys.
say, I think the poorly thought out nature of the show is like all of us just interpreted the chaos differently.
Yeah,
I think is kind of what's happening here.
Stare into the abyss, and the abyss will stare back into you.
And the stairs will be different for everyone.
Yeah.
There were definitely times where I was like just watching. I'm like, I don't know what's going on now. Why?
I
is
don't
this
know what's
happening?
going on.
What is
And
going
I
on?
like these.
Then I thought I knew.
I
and then I talked to you guys, and now I don't know what's going on. So,
Yeah.
I like these goyles,
yeah.
and that's pretty much it.
Characters
And hey,
we've kind of talked about as well. So
I
that
think
was
the
our
best
next
definition
bit.
of this show is what I don't know what's going on, but I think I like it.
I like these goyles.
Yeah.
That's my definition of of this show.
Let's roll into our ending thoughts, guys.
I like these goyles. Is my ending thoughts.
Okay, that's all you want to say.
Honestly, like I said that as a joke, but that's pretty well
That's pretty well it, eh?
That's pretty well it. Like that's the whole draw of the show,
Yeah.
and
It is the point of the show.
Yeah,
Honestly,
good girls.
yeah, the best part of the show is the waifus.
Yeah,
good girls, bad plot. Come for some fun.
and I feel
It's a
like
good time.
I feel like we have trashed the plot a lot. I guess I'll do my ending thoughts. We trashed the plot a lot, but honestly, the plot is not the point of this show. Honestly,
No,
you're watching this
absolutely
show
not.
to just basically, it's more or less like slice of life type stuff. Like really nothing. There is like a faint plot that runs through it, but really you're watching it to watch them try on bikinis or go on a date go win a stuffed piece of chicken or whatever the heck bread or whatever the heck
I thought
she
that was a
won in
bread.
episode.
Yeah.
Listen, the
dub
show
says
is more.
chicken and the sub says bread, so I don't know what's going on.
The dub says chicken.
Yeah, it's a chicken nugget in the dub. It was very
Oh my
confusing
God.
to me. I'm like, what is going on?
That's a
but it's
bread.
clearly
Yeah,
bread.
it's clearly
Yeah,
bread.
I know. Trust me, I was very confused. That's why I looked it up.
Listen. The show is essentially a screensaver.
What?
The show is just a screensaver that you watch. Nothing happens, but it's enjoyable to watch.
You enjoy watching screensavers?
Sometimes they're interesting,
I guess it depends. Yeah,
like the patterns and stuff. Or it's mesmerizing.
like the pipes one from
the
Windows
pipes
XP.
one, or the DVD one.
Oh
that
yeah,
bounces
that's true.
around.
That's true.
Or picture this, guys: a cube, and it spins, and on each side is something different.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a good
Wish I
one.
could
That's
watch that.
basically the show. That's basically the show.
Yeah,
What are
you've
your
been
ending
watching this
thoughts,
show the
Jay?
entire time. Like I like the I think that the characters look very distinct, and I think that, if you like waifus, then this is a show that you will definitely like. But if you're looking for an intricate plot with very well-written storyline and characters, you're probably not going to find that here. In terms of like pure anime quality, if this were a mobile game, it would probably have the same effect.
Mm-hmm.
As
This would be better as a mobile game.
honestly, yeah.
It kind of felt like a mobile game while we were watching it. Honestly,
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah. Do you have any other ending thoughts, or can we get? I have one more thing that I want to discuss, and we just have to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. No, I think I'm done. Mike, did you have any closing thoughts or?
no, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. Very important, because we've kind of been tiptoeing around this, but best girl.
From season 1 or from any season?
Season 1.
Season 1, Toka.
Yeah. Overall, Jay, Kurumi, but yeah, Toka season 1. She's so dumb.
Toka
I love
season
it.
1, like, man, she's so good. she's so dumb, but like even when she's like in her spirit form and she's all like dommy, like
yeah, but she still says baka a bunch of times.
She does, yeah.
Yeah, which is just chef's kiss.
Ignore the fact that I might be a masochist. Anyway, Mike, best girl.
Honestly, none, but I'll go Toka. I didn't really care for any.
Pick one.
I didn't care for any of the characters in this show.
You gotta pick one.
I said Toka.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty unanimous. Season 1
It's
Toka.
pretty much, yeah, it's pretty standard pick.
Yeah.
I did enjoy Origami at times, and then at times it was like, okay. But I do like the deadpan character a lot of the time.
Yeah. Honestly, like, if you... I have a tough time recommending it, but, like, it gets better. Season 2 is better, and Season 3 is genuinely not bad.
Season 4 is, like, honestly the most interesting this show has ever gotten for me.
Light spoilers for Season 3, like, super light, just a little sprinkly. It gets into, like, time travel, which is... And it's like, oh, this is pretty intricate.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I'll say about that. Ratings, boys. Jay.
Like I said, I normally don't give ratings for things, so I'm gonna say, if you like harem anime, watch it.
Mikey, your rating, please.
I'd go I think it was out of 5, was it?
Out of 10.
Out of 10? I'm gonna go 6 out of 10.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
6.5, I think, is what I ended up giving it.
Yeah, on any list, I gave it a 6.
So,
but I can't stop watching it.
Yep, I hear what you're saying. I'm coin toss. I'm 50-50 if I'll watch more of it. There's just better things for me to watch at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
There's always better things to watch. You could watch paint dry or something.
At least then it'll have a beginning and end.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can find us on Twitter.
Cole, what's your Twitter? Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter. My Twitter handle, is AniPro Cole. That's at AniProcole. Jay, what's your Twitter?
You can follow me at JGardian, JayGaredian. Mike, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Gritty Gundam, GrittyGundam. And the AniPro podcast as a whole has a Twitter. You can find us all unanimously at AniPro Pod, AniPropod on Twitter.
You can find us unanimously as we all synchronously tweet out every tweet from the podcast.
We all have to sign into the Twitter at once to be able to make tweets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a nuclear bomb. We all have to
turn the key
at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep. And you know what? Whatever you're listening on right now, if you could like, review, subscribe, and do all the usual podcast things, they all really help out our show. We are trying to grow. We are a new podcast. We are trying to build an audience, and everything that you guys do to help us, we really, really appreciate it. Tell a friend, all that sort of stuff. It's great. And if you want to come talk to us, come to our Discord. We are always in there. We're always willing to talk. We always want to hear from you. You can find the link probably in the description of the episode you're listening to, or you can go to our Linktree, which is link.tree/AniProPod. Or you can go on anchor.fm/anime-protagonist-podcast.
Yes.
And what are we doing next week, guys?
What are we doing next week? Next week, we are going to play a little game. Which anime character is the best roommate? And it'll be a battle royale based on that. You know the drill.
Yeah.
Many men enter, one man leaves. Who is the best anime roommate? If you got any ideas for who you think would be a good roommate, maybe send them over to us. Maybe they'll be included.
If you've got any predictions on who you think we will submit, let us know that as well.
Absolutely. And with that, I think we're ready to get back to watching anime.
Yeah, I got to go back to watch more episodes of Day Day Live.
Yeah, I got to watch my seasonal stuff.
I got to go watch Paint Dry.
Yeah, that is probably more interesting than Day Day Live.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, you and I are going to be doing the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, season 4 Day Day Live's on my to watch list, so.
Mike, just look up screenshots of season 4. You'll be like, oh, wow, what did they do? It's like drastically different.
They gave it a budget, I'm going to guess.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's about all the time we have for this week. So we say, as we do at the end of every episode of the Anime Protagonist Podcast, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.